This is Group 15, CSE 535, Project ML Benchmarking. What I'm going to demonstrate is our project running, so I'm going to run it on our Android device. And then I'm going to start our web server, which is a Node.js web server. And our web server uses the stripped Weka jar. And so we have a exported Java project which takes inputs of the training data file and the selected classifier, and then it'll build the model, and then the web server will serve that up to the client. So what we can do first is we can go to the MLP classifier, and then we can set our training size to whatever we want. Let's just do 70%. And then we can go ahead and select our dataset, and for this we'll use the iris dataset. And so we can run this locally. And so what's happening is the device will partition the data itself, and then it'll build the model and then run the model on the test data. And then this is just showing the preliminary results from the evaluation, like the corrected classify instances, incorrectly classified, mean absolute error, root mean squared error, and such information, and total number of instances. And so now we can go ahead and process this on the cloud, and what that means is we're just going to upload the training set. So the device will partition the whole data set into a training and testing set like it does for process data, and then it'll upload the training set to the cloud, and then the cloud will go ahead and use the same Weka library to build the classifier, and then it'll write the classifier to a file, and then the server will pass the classifier model down to the device, and then the device will then run that model on the test data set. So now let's go ahead and upload the training set to the cloud. And we can see it's a lot faster. And here's the results here. So users request, they uploaded the training file and selected classifier was 0, which is the first one, which is the MLP. And then we see that the model was generated and the training data set was received. And we can go ahead and delete these. Alright, next we can run the random forest. And then we can just change this to just show that we're going to get different numbers of items. And so yeah, different instances. And runs pretty quick. And we can go ahead and upload this one to the cloud. We see the training data come up, the model come, and then here are instances and results. So same as before, we're using a same random seed, that way the partitions come out the same when we run it locally as when we partition it and upload to the cloud. So we can go ahead and run this for NBC. We can toggle the training to a different number, process it local, and then we can go ahead and upload it to the cloud, get the model, the training, and then our results. And then we can do the same thing for SVM. Just move this over here. And then lastly, we can upload the SVM to the cloud. And we see our training and then our model get generated and then sent back to the client.